I'm wondering what happens when we die, for us humans. Do we experience the same, or is it really tailored to each soul? So it's really an impossible question because we will all go different places, do different things in accordance to our level of consciousness, perhaps. Or is it sort of we go to the same dimension or place?
Yes, both of those are true, but when human beings ask what occurs when you die, we will ask them what occurs when you live. Very much depends upon each individual entity. So, yes, all of you do go to a higher dimension, and yes, that dimension, for lack of better terms, are closely and near the same, but the way you experience that dimension alters drastically from one human to another. When humans are working with religious ideology, their belief systems express that once they are passing out of their physical reality, they will go into a heaven, go into a waiting place, go and wait for the gods to reincarnate them, or several other belief systems. So, just as in your daily experience, the beliefs that you hold dictate the experience that you will have. Now, after a time of connecting back to your higher self, reintegrating what is within the higher fractal consciousness, or the higher self as most call, this energy helps you remember more so of what the soul already knows within you. So, of course, 1 year may go by for one human, and the realization that they are an eternal being rekindles within them. But some of you who pass forward into that next layer of consciousness are already aware that you are infinite in nature, that you hold consciousness outside of your body. The reintegration process for you will occur much quicker. But regardless of what soul you are, regardless of what your human experience was, the experience that you will have eventually is working back to reintegrate all of your higher fractal consciousness until you go into a point where the recognition of that previous incarnation and desire for the next incarnation is met. And then, of course, you choose where and when to next reincarnate. Some of you will go back into Earth over and over, even though when you are in your body, you drastically hate the human experience, and that is because you will grow into enough of your soul to recognize the achievements that occurred from living through that experience. Some of you, this will be your last or only incarnation as a human, and you will go to other collective consciousnesses, perhaps in the Pleiades, perhaps in Sirius, but you will go where you are called to go. Others will stay out of that incarnation cycle for hundreds or thousands of years to fully integrate with the entirety of their entity. And when that occurs, your consciousness is similar to what humans perceive ascended masters to be. You will be there to help thousands of humans at each moment, or hundreds of thousands of humans in the totality. Help them when they are living, work with them as their guide. But the choice will be individual to all of you. We will express that most of you will not recognize what that desire will be, because part of your consciousness that you have available is much smaller than it takes to create that decision in the moment. Most of you express a desire for a change. Now, it will not be a change of your personality that changes that decision. It is only the addition to what you are in this moment, not a change or subtraction, but an addition of further consciousness that will help you see it in a much different perspective.
Wow, that was a profound answer. Thank you.
Yes,
Um,
of course.
are there any coincidences or is everything pre-planned? For instance, on a personal note, the way I met my boyfriend just seemed so planned in a way, like we could not meet each other, the way we bumped into each other again and again. And that I've always believed that there's a destiny there, but to what degree is there a destiny, and then free will, how does that come into the picture?
Yes, of course, both of these exist, and both are driving part of your experience upon Earth. Entering Earth, you go in understanding the place you wish to be born, the identity that you wish to hold, characteristics of your personality, and even wanting to have large experiences that will help shift your perspective. So you enter into the physical reality with the majority of your soul understanding that plan. When you enter the physical body, you are left to only focus upon that lower fractal consciousness or your personality self. That part has 100% free reign of free will. Many souls upon earth joined earth to have certain experiences, but that lower fractal consciousness chose not to participate in those experiences, did not wish to go into a spiritual experience, only desiring to enter earth and to utilize drug addiction or alcoholism. Now, of course, the higher self will continue to share energy, information, and guidance to help you back on your path for the journey. But if you do not desire that, if you act in opposition of that energy, of course, you can have whatever experience you want. Now, understanding that the soul does not care if you follow that path or not, because all experiences are valid. Even holding an addiction or alcoholism until death at a young age is a very good experience for the soul to have. As a soul, it does not perceive in that of black and white, it does not perceive in that of the duality and form that humans perceive and hold belief systems within, inside of their earth collective. So if that occurs, you have the opportunity to go back into that experience as another entity or even as the same entity and try again. But most souls, while working in that way, are still excited simply to have had an experience altogether. Now, of course, as human consciousness within your body, as the personality self, if you wish to do what you desire to do before entering Earth, there's a simple formula that will help you find the way. Follow passion, follow excitement. That is your own higher self showing you where the next door can be opened to achieve your greater desire before entering. That is your soul's plan for that experience. Follow passion, even when it takes you to hardship, even when it takes you to the experiences that feel different, because when you continuously follow that passion, it will lead you to door after door. And when those doors are opened with passion and opened with excitement, it will lead you to that soul journey. And upon the other hand, if you do not care what that soul experience is, simply do as you desire. All souls that are part of co-creating with you already are co-creating with you for a reason, all understanding and knowing what the highest probability of your action, your reaction, and co-creation will be. That is why they are co-creating with you. So in that way, both divine mapping of your soul and free will both exist simultaneously. And working from passion will always help you work in the highest percentage of owning that experience that you first desired.
To watch the full video, click the link below, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel.